Hello and welcome back. We are going to quickly talk about Active Record. In the last screencast, we used Rails seeds to seed our database, which gave us 5 posts. We also hopped into the Rails console and I showed you how to create posts in the console. And I just wanted to provide a little background on how I learned how to do this and give you the documentation so you can you know where to find this information yourself. So if you type in Active Record Basics, you will find a nice tutorial that Rails provides. Very, very helpful, especially if you're new and you want to know more about Active Record. So basically what this is, it's the model in the MVC, model view control, model view controller architecture. It facilitates the creation and the use of objects. What Active Record also does is it represents the business data logic. It also maps domain class to a database table. It maps the attributes to columns. It maps a class instance to each row of the given database. And all of this you're going to learn as you go through this tutorial. The biggest reason why I wanted to do this is I just wanted to show you how to get this warm up to it, and how to access Rails console, Rails sandbox, and how to create your own objects using Rails console. If we hop into our terminal here, I'm in the project. Let me just show you. Remember, I called mine blog 25. There it is. Okay. If we hop into the Rails C, if we just type in Rails C and then type in post.connection, you might not need to do the dot connection part, but I do for some reason. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet how to skip that dot connection, but I know there's a way to do that. You see how they now we are in the Rails console and there's no color in there. We're just seeing the colors black and white. So what we're gonna do is hit Control D, and we're gonna use a little gem to help give us some color and more functionality. So if you go to, remember the website Ruby Gems right here, just type in PryRails. Click on it and then copy it. Also, I would suggest pausing and reading the documentation. It's very helpful. You don't have to take this step, but go ahead and hit the home page. That'll take you to the documentation of the PryRails gem, and you can read more about it. Next, we're going to open up our gem file and add PryRails. Okay. Run bundle install. This will install PryRails. Then I'm going to get out of this. And now we're going to go to Rails C, but not the console. We're going to go into the sandbox. So give it a flag -- sandbox. Okay, so in here we can do whatever we want. We are not going to mess with our data because it's just a sandbox. It's a place we can just play around with our data. Okay, so for now, let's see how many posts we have. Posts.count. We have 5 posts. Okay, so we are going to talk about 4 methods that Active Records gives us: create, read, update, and delete. The first one is create. So to create a record, we can just give the record a name like post 6. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to call mine post 6. And then we are going to use the create method, post.create. Remember, we have the attributes title and the body. So we're going to type in title, give it a title. I'm going to call mine the 6th title. And then the body. This is the body of the 6th title. All right, so let's hit return. You see now we can see that our sixth title post was created, and it gives it an ID, the title, and the body. All right, so that was the create action. The next one is the read. So active record gives us all the all method, so that for us to see, to read all the posts that we have. So if we type in posts equals post.all, so it's creating, it's grabbing all the records in the post model. We hit return, you see we have all the posts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth one. So that was the read. Now we're going to talk about updating. Let's say you want to update a record. As you can see, our records from the first to the fifth all say first post, first post, first post, even though it is not the first post. So to correct that, we can just take any of them. Let's say, so the first one is correct. Well, let me just go up. You see the ID number 1 says first post, that's correct. ID number 2 says first post. We want to call it second post. So the way we do that is we just say, type in post 2, and post 2 can be any name that you want. So title, first of all, post 2 equals post dot find, and then we want the second one in parentheses 2, right? Now that we have access to it, we just say post 2 dot update, and then we tell it what we want to update. We want to update the title, and we want to call it second post. Okay, hit return. Now because there's a typo there, it didn't take it. Let's see what I did wrong. So post, okay, I was supposed to, remember we called it post 2, so post 2 dot update. So now it says true. It took the update, and then the way to see that, if you're wondering what I did, I just hit Control L and it cleared up the screen. So let's just look at post 2 one more time and see if it updated. You see now it updated. If you look at the title, it says second post. All right, the last and final one is going to be the delete. And the way we delete is we first, let's say we want to delete the third post. So I'm just going to call it post 3, and then I say type in post dot find 3, record number 3, ID number 3, return. There we have ID number 3. If we type in post 3, we will see it, ID number 3. Now we want to delete it. We use the delete to do that, to destroy. So we type in post 3 dot destroy, and this will destroy our post. Okay, so that's it for the screencast. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.